there is no defendant in the. I'm the defendant in the case. Am I the defendant in the case? There's no victim. There's no victim to my crime, correct?
You have drug charges: possession of methamphetamine, possession of paraphernalia, and driving while suspended are your 3 charges.
Yeah, but no victim, correct?
All right, guys. I've got a wild one for you today. Easily one of the most confused sovereign citizens I've ever seen on this channel. This man clearly needs some legal guidance. Or maybe 5 law books. He walks into court and doesn't even realize he's the defendant. Seriously, how do you show up and not know you're the one on trial? Let me know in the comments. On a scale of 1 to 10, how lost do you think this guy is? I'll give you my score at the end, and heads up, it's off the charts. Now, just to be fair, I'm going to stay respectful here, because there's a chance this person might be dealing with more than just confusion. But I'm still curious what you all think. Let's jump into the footage and see how this all plays out.
Good afternoon. Your name, sir?
David Walker.
Your Honor, it looks like he has 2 files.
I see that. All right, we'll next take up 2 cases, both entitled State of Kansas versus David Wayne Walker, 22 CR 398 and 22 CR 508. All right, we'll first take up 22 CR 508. This is my case. Mr. Walker, you failed to appear in front of me on July 17th for your preliminary hearing control docket. Where were you that day?
It's safe for sure, sir.
Okay, well, I issued a bench warrant bond forfeiture and set a new bond in the amount of $10,000 cash or surety. Are you still representing yourself?
Yes, sir.
You want to continue representing yourself?
Look at me. I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at the paper. Yes, sir. Don't have any money to.
Pardon?
Yes, I guess I'll represent myself.
Okay, you understand that if you can't afford to hire an attorney, one would be appointed for you.
I don't know what he would do for me.
Okay, well, he could provide you legal advice and perhaps advance any defenses you may have had, but if you want to represent yourself, you have that right. I just want to make sure you understand that if you can't afford an attorney and would like to have one represented you, I would appoint one for you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And you wish to continue representing yourself?
Yes, sir.
The docket notes don't reflect if a waiver of counsel was ever signed. Do you have any notes that would reflect that he's waived counsel on the record or otherwise, Ms. Norris?
Your Honor, I just note that on December 30th of 2022, defendant stated that he would hire his own counsel, and then he had a failure to appear, and on May 5th, we did not appoint any counsel. I don't show an actual waiver. And the notes don't reflect that he did a waiver on the record. It just says that he would hire his own attorney.
Okay, well, Mr. Walker, you've indicated here on the record that you wish to waive your right to an attorney and represent yourself. So I'm going to have you, if the jail has one, sign a waiver of counsel. Do you have a form?
I believe so.
All right, can you read through that? Make sure you understand it. If you have any questions, be sure to ask me.
There is no defendant in the. I'm the defendant in the case. Am I the defendant in the case?
Now, do you see why I was seriously confused about what was going on with this guy? Look, I'm not here to mock anyone dealing with real challenges, but something is clearly off here. He was offered a public defender for free and turned it down. Okay, his choice. But then he sits down, about to sign a form saying he understands the risks of representing himself. And his first question to the judge is, Am I the defendant? Come on. How do you not know that? You're in court, in custody, and still not sure you're the one on trial? I'm honestly struggling to tell if this is just part of the Sovereign Citizen routine or if he's truly this out of the loop. Either way, it's one of the most confusing moments I've seen in court clips. What do you think? Is this all an act, or is he really this lost? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's get back into the clip.
There's no victim. There's no victim to my crime, correct? The crime that I'm accused of, there is no victim in the crime.
The state of Kansas, you have drug charges, possession of methamphetamine, possession of paraphernalia, and driving while suspended are your 3 charges.
Yeah, but no victim, correct? No victim in the crime? No victim?
I'm not sure I understand your question and what that has to do with your waiver of counsel.
Well, I'm the defendant. There must be someone making a claim
The state of Kansas is making the charges against you, Mr. Walker.
the state of Kansas is the victim.
The state of Kansas charged you with these crimes. Do you wish to represent yourself, or do you wish to have an attorney representing you?
I will represent myself.
You've got a waiver of counsel in front of you, correct?
Yes, I suppose so. Why do I need to sign? Why do I need to sign it? Why do I need to sign this?
Because I like to have it documented in the file that you understand that you have a right to have an attorney representing you, and that if you can't afford to hire one, one would be appointed for you. And you understand that, and knowing those rights, you wish to represent yourself. That just documents that for the court file.
What I don't understand is why there is charges against me when there is no victim.
All right, Mr. Walker, I'm not going to play this game this afternoon. I'm going to set this case
Why are we playing a game?
in front of me on.
I'm asking a question.
All right, the court really needs to let this guy get his questions on the record, because there's something else. Up next, he's about to ask things like, am I incarcerated right now? And are you the judge? Seriously, this guy might need a serious reality check. But I've got a theory. This sovereign citizen could be pretending to be confused. Why? Maybe he's setting up a strategy. There's actually a legal defense called ineffective assistance of counsel, where a defendant claims they didn't fully understand their rights or the charges. And sometimes that can lead to a verdict being overturned. So is this guy really lost? Or is he putting on an act hoping it helps him later in court? I'm genuinely not sure. What do you guys think? Is he faking it or just way in over his head? Let me know in the comments. Let's get back into it.
October.
Trying to understand.
Mr. Walker, your case is being set on October 10th at 2:30 in front of myself, and that will be done by Zoom. That's the felony preliminary hearing control docket, October 10th at 2:30.
Your Honor.
You've got a $10,000 cash or surety bond on that case.
Yeah. I was wondering if I would be able to have access to certain legal things to be able to put my case up.
I believe they've got a law library there at the jail. I'm not sure what kind of access they provide to you, but you can consult with somebody there at the jail.
Okay.
All right, I'm now going to take up 22 CR 398. This is Judge Webster's case. Looks like you failed to appear in front of her on July 31st. She set a new bond for $6,000 cash or surety. You've already had a first appearance, so I'm going to set this in front of Judge Webster on October 30th at 9 o'clock in the morning. That will be by Zoom, October 30th at 9 o'clock in the morning. So again, your bond is $6,000 cash or surety. Anything else on this case, Ms. Norris?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Your Honor, was the time for court on October 10th for 22 CR 508, was that 2:30?
That's correct.
Just clarifying. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we'll be in recess. Mr. Walker, you are excused. Thank you.
Well, this guy definitely isn't going anywhere anytime soon. What's wild is he was offered a public defender and turned it down. I get that sovereign citizens have their own beliefs, but rejecting help when you clearly need it, that just makes things worse. It's tough to watch someone so confused about the basics of their own case. Like, not even knowing he's the defendant. Whether he's faking it or just lost, it's a mess either way. What do you think? Was he playing dumb or truly unaware? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Catch you next time.